Let's be real for a moment. There is nothing more confusing than someone who enters your life like a whole Netflix series, exciting, dramatic, full of potential, and then suddenly turns into a silent movie with no subtitles. At first, they're complimenting you, checking up on you, sending good morning messages like you're the sunrise itself. You're smiling at your phone, feeling like the main character. Life is sweet. Then, out of nowhere, poof, they vanish. The energy drops, the texts slow down, the calls stop. You start refreshing your phone like you're waiting for exam results. And you can't help but think, so what happened? Did I breathe wrong? Did I laugh too loud? Did I say something weird? You start replaying every detail like a detective solving a crime. But here's the twist. People losing interest fast has less to do with you and more to do with the emotional chaos that most people are carrying inside. So let's talk about it, honestly, humorously, and in a way that makes all of us feel a little less crazy. Let's dive deeper, because people losing interest is not just a modern problem. It's practically a global epidemic at this point. First, understand this. Most people are not emotionally stable enough to maintain interest. We live in a generation where people think feelings are apps. If it glitches even once, they delete it and download a new one. 1. People treat connection like entertainment. If you're not entertaining enough, funny enough, or giving main character energy every day, they check out. Not because you're boring, but because some people have mistaken relationships for Netflix. They want plot twists, surprises, drama, romance, action, and the moment things get calm and real, they go, I think the season is getting slow. 2. Everyone wants chemistry, not compatibility. Chemistry is fun. Chemistry is instant. Chemistry feels like fireworks. But compatibility is quiet. It's stable. It's consistent. And we live in a world where consistent is mistaken for uninteresting. That's why people lose interest. They don't actually want a relationship. They want a feeling. The moment the initial spark settles into something normal, they panic. They think something is wrong when really, that's just how humans bond. 3. People don't know themselves, so they don't know what they want. Some people say they want commitment, but what they really want is attention. Some say they want something serious, but what they really want is someone to distract them from their problems. You can't satisfy someone who doesn't even understand their own craving. 4. Emotional fast food culture. These days, people want emotions the same way they want fast food. Quick, convenient, no effort, no waiting, no emotional vegetables. The moment you require patience, understanding, or real effort, they tap out. People lose interest because they genuinely don't have the emotional endurance to stay. 5. The grass is greener delusion. Ah, yes, the famous mindset. I wonder if someone better is out there. As if humans are shopping items and not complex, flawed, beautiful creatures. With endless scrolling, people believe there's always a better personality, a better face, a better lifestyle. The problem is, they forget. You can meet 1,000 good options, but if you're emotionally inconsistent, you will lose all of them. 6. The fear of being seen. Most people can't handle real emotional intimacy. You start getting close, you start asking meaningful questions, you start showing vulnerability, and suddenly they're like, whoa, this is too deep. Let me go back to my comfort zone where I pretend I'm fine. Interest dies when the mask drops and someone realizes they're not ready to be known. 7. Overthinking kills attraction. Some people don't actually lose interest, they overthink themselves out of it. They ask questions like, what if I get hurt? What if this doesn't work? What if they leave? And guess what? They convince themselves to leave first just to feel safe. It's not you. It's their anxiety playing hide and seek with their happiness. 8. The value of effort is gone. People say they want effort, but they don't want to give effort. They want someone to chase them, adore them, spoil them, understand them, but ask them to reciprocate, suddenly they're busy. Interest dies because too many people want the reward without the responsibility. 9. Overavailability makes you invisible. Humans are wired to value what they invest in. If you give too much, too soon, too easily, they subconsciously think, if you're this available, who else has had this access? It's unfair. It's human nature. Mystery creates curiosity. Curiosity creates interest. 10. People are addicted to the high of the beginning. The early stage, the talking stage, is a drug. The butterflies, the flirting, the suspense, the excitement, people love the thrill. But eventually, the honeymoon stage ends. And instead of transitioning into a deeper connection, many people run back to find a new first stage with someone else. It's not that they lost interest in you, they lost interest in effort. They lost interest in consistency. They lost interest when the relationship stopped feeding their ego and started requiring emotional maturity. 11. People sense your energy instantly. If you're anxious, desperate, overly eager, or trying too hard, people can feel it. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because humans pick up on emotional signals faster than we realize. But when you're calm, when you're confident, when you have boundaries, that's when people stay. Not because you're playing hard to get, but because your energy feels stable. At the end of the day, people losing interest isn't a sign that you're not enough. It's a sign that you're finally paying attention to how inconsistent people really are. And here's the truth. The right person won't get tired of you. They won't lose interest because things got real. They won't disappear the moment they're not entertained. Real connections don't vanish. Only the temporary ones do. So don't stress over who left. Focus on who stays consistent. Focus on who shows up. Focus on the people whose energy doesn't switch up depending on their mood. And if you're someone who's tired of mixed signals, strange behavior, and people who confuse you more than they love you, then welcome to the Behavior Atlas. This channel breaks down the psychology behind why people do what they do, why they pull away, why they come back, why attraction shifts, and why relationships feel like puzzles nobody taught us how to solve. If you want to understand human behavior on a deeper level, if you want clarity instead of confusion, if you want emotional confidence, better connections, and finally choosing people who choose you, you're in the right place. So before you go, do one thing for yourself. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, join this community. Because the more you understand human behavior, the less power other people's inconsistency will have over you. Welcome to the Behavior Atlas, where we don't chase confusion, we decode it.